Hello, everybody. It's me, Jessica Grace, right here on Motivation Monday. Ooh, just kind of made up a song. It is so good to be here with you guys. I am so excited because it has been a minute. It's been maybe, let's see, when was the last time I was live? It was sometime last week. And actually went live over the weekend now that I think about it. But I will say that you guys know it is my endeavor to go live daily. And we're working on that. We are working on that. But in the meantime, I'm here right now and you can see the topic that's coming up. But in the meantime, I want you guys to share this video. I have so much great information to share with you. I have some information about some special guests coming up this week, as well as today's inspiring topic. So for those of you who are new, just tuning in, why don't you put it in the comments section? I'm just tuning in. I'm a newbie. Or if you are normally hanging out with me live, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. You guys know I love to interact with you while we are live. And so today we are talking about this phenomenal topic of how to stay motivated and inspired. So I don't know about you, but of course, with everything going on in the world, it is so easy to get to a place of feeling like, oh, the world is crashing, or as my grandmother says, the world is going crazy. It is so easy to get to that place because, it's just a lot going on and a lot that we really can kind of find ourselves emotional about. And so it's important in times like these that you understand what it takes to remain motivated and inspired. So I see somebody is already saying, hey, my mom is like, I'm a newbie. You're not. But thanks for being here. So click share, you guys. It's going to be a great time today. So how do you stay motivated and inspired during times like these? Well, one of the things that I like to do is I like to plug into content that inspires me. I love to listen to people who can relate to my field of study. So I'm a broadcasting major. I graduated from the University of Memphis in communications. And so I love all things broadcasting. I started radio before college at 17. So I like to listen to people who I can learn from. I can look at their work and I can say, ooh, I like how they did that video, or I like how they, produced that particular segment. That's one of the things that helps me to remain inspired. I'm looking at people who do what I do and do a great job at it. So that's one thing that you can start doing. Start looking up podcasts. This is one of your first challenges. Start looking up podcasts that really inspire you in the areas that you feel called to. And not even just things that you want to do or areas that you want to educate yourself on, but maybe just some general interests or some general things that you like, I don't know, romance or just things that you like, money, whatever it is that you feel, like you love to do or love to know about. I encourage you to start looking up content, good quality content, plugging into that content online, podcasts, YouTube, somewhere, plug in that into that content and make it a part of your normal routine. I'm telling you, just that one thing alone will help you to become more and more inspired about the things that mean so much to you. Okay, so another thing that helps me to remain inspired and motivated is my environment. I am the type of person that I have to have a certain type of environment, a certain type of vibe going on around me to help me to remain inspired and motivated. If it's a lot of clutter going on in my office or in my house or wherever I am, I feel drained. I feel overwhelmed. I feel unmotivated. So it's important that you make sure that your environment can serve you in serving your purpose. Make sure that, your environment is not, if you're the type of person that likes stillness and quiet while you write or while you do what you do, then go to a place that's not noisy. Make sure you're not, at the, I don't know, the coffee shop and it's a lot of clicking and clacking going on. Make sure you're somewhere that works for you. Your environment is key to remaining inspired and motivated. I also have fallen in love with working outside. I take my laptop or my iPad or my notebook and I sit outside and I love it when it's not too hot, of course. But I sit outside and I actually, just enjoy the serenity that nature brings. So that works for me. Some people I know, they don't like to work outside. They don't like to work in quiet places. They like to be in an environment that seems kind of busy so that they can kind of knock things out and get things done. So your environment is perfect. Okay. You've got to have the right environment. So the first thing I said was plug into content that inspires you. And the next thing that you have to do is make sure your environment serves you. Make sure it's not too cluttered, not too junky, but that it is truly an environment that will help you to get done the things that you're trying to get done. Okay. Now, I have one more point that I'm going to make just in a moment, but I want to kind of share with you about a couple of things that are coming up on Jessica Daily. And we're going to talk about those things right after this break. So stay tuned. We're back. I'm so excited you guys are here with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have not clicked share, go ahead and click share and let someone know that they need to tune in and be inspired. We're talking about how to stay inspired and motivated and inspired during times like these. Times are hard. No, times are a bit rough right now. So it's so important that we put the right focus and the right intention rather into what we have to do to make sure we're ready. So who's hanging out with me? I see you guys are here, but y'all are kind of quiet. Put it in the comments section. What are some of the things that you do to keep yourself motivated and inspired? Now, I already talked about how you have to plug into content that inspires you. Keeping, people in line, people in your playlist lineup, rather, who you love to listen to and they have some great things to say. That's very important. Podcasts, YouTube channels. What else? Great articles and blogs. Those kinds of things. Once you read those, for the most part, it should keep you inspired and motivated to continue forward in your purpose and what you're trying to do. Good to see you. Yes, personal development podcast. That's right. Thanks for being here. So you have to make sure that you are doing your part in conditioning yourself for success, right? You have to do your part. You can't just rely on, oh, I'm going to wake up one day or every day and I'm going to feel like I'm ready to just achieve great things. No, you're going to have moments, especially when there are, challenging things going on in our world or in your family. You're going to have moments where you don't feel as motivated. So you have to have a go-to system. You've got to have a go-to process to get yourself pumped up and ready. Some people love to listen to music, right? Some of us, we love our, hip hop, whether that's, gospel hip hop, Christian hip hop, regular hip hop. Some of us have our beats that help us to really get motivated and pumped up for the task. And it may just be regular music. All right. So we also talked about having the right environment, your setting, your environment. Like I said, I can't really work in clutter. I work better when it is organized and just, neat and ready for me to sit down and do my work. So that is something that you have to think about. Make sure you're aware of the environments that help you to produce better. Working outside, working at, cafes, wearing your mask, of course, but working different places that will help you, to have the right focus for your tasks. That is very important. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to share with you is taking care of yourself. Mm, mm, mm. Let me tell you something. Let me even get a little bit closer. No. You cannot expect to have 100% energy and you literally just ate 5 ham hocks with cheese and a glass of milk and um, some chili cheese fries on the side. And I mean, all of this just crazy food. You cannot expect yourself to have the motivation that you need to complete your tasks. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you're putting into your body what it needs so that you can put out, so that you can produce. You have to make sure that you are feeding your body the energy that it needs so that you can produce, right? So it is important to be mindful of how you are taking care of yourself. Eating healthy, getting plenty of rest, making sure you're staying active. Even if you can't just go to a full-fledged gym, get in there and just kind of, do your own little workout here and there, whatever you have to do. When you get up in the morning, do some stretches. Those types of things help us. They help us truly to make sure that we are prepared for the work ahead. Now, let me say this also, because I have a bad habit of waking up in the morning and just I say my prayer, thank you, Lord, for this day, and all that I have to say to him, and then I read my scripture or my devotional, and then I go straight to work most of the time. That is not the best routine for success. A lot of times we have to spend more time with self-care at the beginning of our day so that we can ease ourselves into the flow of work or the flow of tasks for that day. A lot of times when you wake up and you have a quick moment of self-care, whatever your routine is, and you're rushing, that's pretty much how the whole day is going to be. It's going to just be a rush. And so if you want to really be intentional about having time with yourself, and having a productive day rather, then you have to make sure you're spending time with yourself. That's what I'm saying. If you want to make sure that you are being intentional about having the productive day that you desire, you have to spend time with yourself. Good time. Time where you're pouring into yourself, time where you are building your muscles, building your mental muscles, building your physical muscles, building your breathing, building every piece of you to make sure you're strong enough to handle what comes to you that day. This is not really a day and time where we can just, and I don't think ever, where you can just expect to just, wing it. You may wing it for so long. You may wing energy for so long, but eventually you're going to start running on E. You're going to start running on E mentally, emotionally, personality-wise, attitude-wise. And it's in times like that where you have to realize, okay, something's off balance. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm overwhelmed. I'm frustrated. I'm feeling, like I'm not getting anything done. It's in times like those where you have to remember to take it back to the basics. Look, I'm bringing up my other show, back to what really matters most, and that is self-care, taking care of yourself. That is one of the best ways to remain motivated and inspired. You got to take care of yourself. All right. I see you guys in the comments. I see y'all in the views everywhere on Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Thank you for being here. Listen, we have some great things coming up for you tomorrow. I am sitting down with my good friend, Tyshina Davis of Purposely or Publish Your Gift. She just rebranded, so I'm still trying to get out of saying it the old way. But Publish Your Gift. And she is an award-winning publisher. She has helped several people to publish their books, and they are all best-selling authors. So you want to tune in on tomorrow at noon. And I'm going to see if we have that particular, let's see. We do have that particular flyer, or we don't. Okay, so it's on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel. You can pretty much go to anywhere that you follow me on: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and you will see the actual flyer. But 12 noon Central Standard Time tomorrow, we will be sitting down. I'll be talking with Tyshina Davis about self-publishing versus independent publishing. And so if you've always kind of asked yourself, well, why should I, connect with a publisher, or should I publish the book on my own? We're going to kind of talk about the pros and cons of that. So make sure you bring your questions and that you are here. And on Thursday, I have another very special guest. My stepfather is going to be with me, and he is an amazing man of God. He is an evangelist who has traveled the world evangelizing, and he's an author, a pastor. And so I'm going to sit down and talk with him about what it looks like to really have an effective outreach ministry and evangelistic call and all of that on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you guys just stay tuned, stay connected. I'm going to be sharing all of the flyers on my social media, and you'll get to, kind of make a note and save the date and time. That is all I have for you tonight. You can partner with me if you like. You guys saw the video. If you have a business or just want to send a love token to our broadcast, you can do that. Just send an inbox and we will give you instructions on that. In the meantime, plug into what inspires you. Listen to those podcasts. Listen to those YouTube videos. Put that music on. Do your exercises. Eat healthy. Eat right. Those things help you to remain inspired and motivated. And not only that, make sure your environment is conducive. Is conducive. New video. I see y'all. Y'all are distracting me. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. New video. Yes, this is brand new. This is brand new. And thank you so much, Cedric. I appreciate you for tuning in. So yes, we are going to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, making sure that we are feeding our body the energy that it needs to produce that motivation and that inspiration for us to thrive. Thank y'all for being here. I love you guys so much. And until next time, take care.